And we're back with Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, this time Season 2, Episode 9. Yep, been a couple of weeks since I last did Ben 10, but you know what? I'm going to try and get 2 episodes done tonight, so that'll be episodes 9 and 10, and then do episodes 11 and 12 to finish off this season next weekend. So, yeah, because I don't want people, specifically Chainsaw Reacts, catching up to me. I know people have said, don't worry about Chainsaw Reacts catching up to you, but listen, his views will tank mine if he surpasses me, so I've got to stay ahead, I think. So, yeah, this season has been pretty interesting so far, I've got to say. First episode with Eunice, finding out she's a Unitrix created by Azimuth. That was mad. Return of Dr. Victor in episode 3. Introduction of Sonny in episode 5. Episode 6, the return of the alien swarm and the death of Elena. Wow. And last episode with Hulker and the plumber school thing, officially finishing their training as plumbers. So they're official plumbers now in the eyes of the grand scheme of things. So, yeah. This has been a pretty interesting season so far. But I don't think I have anything else to say, so let's just get into Season 2, Episode 9 of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, starting right now. Oh! Animo! Ah, mate. Once again, Animo just... yeah. Okay, I thought Animo was just about to get destroyed. Like he usually does. 3 AM. Oh no, that's the worst sound. It's not easy being Gwen. We're gonna get a Gwen episode, are we? Okay.
I still haven't finished sending the family reunion invitations. Auntie Joyce is going to kill me. I can do a few every morning. Invitations are written by hand. We're not all as informal as your father's folks. Polite people don't glow. I glow. Not around me. Ben's table manners leave a bit to be desired, and Grandpa Max dresses like he's on vacation in Vegas. I'm sure they can, and the things he...
She always sounds like she's about to collapse from exhaustion. Isn't she supposed to be going to school?
Scrivo in Incendia.
It makes oxygen from water.
Oh my god, no.
Maybe... Gotta go call you later. I'm a Super Thecka! Super Thecka! Gwen!
No time for breakfast, I presume?
As usual. Thanks, Emily.
I got my audition for the Academy of the Performing Arts.
No way!
I'm expecting my best friend there for support.
No problem.
Thanks.
I know where this is going.
No time for lunch. I need to stop at Office Mania, then swing by the house.
I found Animo.
Just because you don't go to school, I don't want you going up against Animo without me.
You know about that?
Gotta go, Mom. There are only 2 high schools in Belleville. I go to one, Ben goes to the other, and yeah, I noticed you don't go to either.
I was in the null void for a long while. By the time I got out,
Maybe you could go for a high school equivalency degree.
a GED.
Sure. I'll find out what you need to do, help you study.
Always room for another project, huh?
She's gonna break at some point. She's taking way too much. She's taking way too much on.
Maybe I should go with...
You're busy. We got this.
Gotta get back to school, Mom. Test at 1 o'clock.
Christ.
Genevieve, shoot!
Genevieve.
Look out behind you!
Footwork, Ben. Stick and move.
Take over my Algebra 2 class.
Huh?
Me?
The police just called. My car's been demolished.
But I...
Why should...
I wonder why I live in Bellwood.
Why her?
Missed lunch, didn't you?
She's a good friend.
My audition's over the hill in an hour. I still have those invitations and a thing with Kevin. Animo?
I can't do this without you.
Is this about you and Ben? It's not that I hate your cousin.
Come on, it was one date. How bad could it have been?
You left me at the top of a radio tower.
Couldn't have fallen. I webbed you to it.
That's...
Actually, I do hate your cousin. You're right. How often do we just hang anymore? And different schools won't help any. I didn't realize it was so important, Anne.
It's kind of a similar thing to what's happened with Ben and Julie. Oh! He's getting destroyed.
You've fallen before me, just as the whole world will.
That'll be the day.
She's already starting. Nope. I like this. Oh, playing the music while we're watching the fight scene. Whoa! You just blew up your own toads. Oh! And she protected him. Oh, she got fucked up by it. Yeah, this music while fighting thing is really something that's not been done in Ben 10 before. I don't really see it done in many animated shows at all. Really watching a full fight scene here. Ooh. Oh, Animo just wrecked Ultimate Cannonball. Ooh, that's a move. Ah, she made it. Slightly fucked up, but she made it.
How was your day, Gwen?
Oh, you know, the usual.
How does she look? Whoa! What's this now? A shameless plug for the Patreon is what it is. Basically, telling you to go on over to my Patreon page if you want to see more content from me. At this point, we've got a pretty good back catalogue of shows that we've reacted to, and the perks of being a paying patron means not just full length and early access to those shows, but also to Patreon exclusive shows and movies that did not make it onto this YouTube channel. Now, of course, the choice of which pledge to make, to which tier to pledge to, is yours, if any at all. I'm not forcing you to spend your money. But the more money you pay, the more perks you get. But every single paying patron will get their name at the end of every single one of my YouTube videos in the credits. Fair warning, I do record weeks and weeks in advance, so don't panic if you don't see your name up there straight away. It will come up eventually. Anyway, I have rambled enough about the Patreon and trying to get you to spend your money, so let's get back to the video. A fun episode enough. A Gwen episode. You know what? We don't spend enough time with Gwen. We don't. We don't get enough Gwen-centric episodes. You know what? Some people that I talk to about Ben 10 say that Gwen's like too goody two-shoes, like there's nothing really interesting about her. And yet this episode kind of delved into the fact that she's all goody two-shoes, gets everything done, He's trying to be perfect all the time. And it showed her struggling with that. Which I think... It's mad that only this week I was talking to someone about Ben 10. And we were talking about Gwen, saying that she... And he thinks she's the least interesting of the trio, because she's so goody two-shoes, gets everything done perfectly, there's nothing wrong with her. Yet, this episode kind of shows that she goes through a lot of stress, and she goes to a lot of effort to try and do that, to try and not fall apart, because she has she had a lot going on in this episode. Her duties as a plumber to stop Animo, her duties to her friend, her duties to her school, her duties to her parents. It's a lot to stick on someone, and she really tries. Like, I don't know why her mother would even begin to put that kind of... I mean, to be fair, maybe writing envelopes is not the most painful of things to do, but still, it's something that you don't want to put on someone who you know already has a lot going on. Her teacher, why would her teacher say, Gwen, you're taking over my class now because I've got shit going on? Why would you put why a student? Why would you put a student involved in that? Why would you put a student in charge of one of your classes because you're busy? Get one of the other teachers to do it. Why are you putting Gwen in that position? Yeah, she definitely has a lot going on. I would have cracked so long ago if I was her, because I can't. If I try and focus on more than one thing or two things at once, I will break. I do not handle stuff like that very well. And then you've got her friend as well, who has such big things going on, and she wants Gwen to be a part of it. It kind of reminds me of the whole Julie and Ben situation, where Ben's spending so much time as a hero, he's spending so much time as doing something that he's not spending time with his girlfriend, whereas Gwen's got all this stuff going on and she doesn't have enough time with her friend. It's the same situation. Animo got to be the main villain. Animo has not been a main villain for a while. Since season 2 of Alien Force, I think, when we had that episode in the Null Void. Yeah, he's not been a main villain for a long time. He's mostly been cannon fodder for the times that we've seen him, but he got to be the main villain of this episode. And to be fair, he was doing bits. He was doing things. Managed to get Ben and Kevin on the back foot long enough so they had to ask Gwen for help. And even then, they still had problems. Like, Gwen got fucked up in that last battle, and she still had time to go and see her friend. I mean, she missed probably all the performance. Unless they were doing something very interesting, where whilst it was showing the music, whilst it was playing the music and the muted battle scene at the same time, which was awesome, by the way, I really liked that, it doesn't necessarily mean that they were... Oh, maybe it did. Because I was about to say maybe it wasn't necessarily that they were at the same time, but there was a little clip of them, like, of her playing and the seat was still empty. So, fair enough. She got there straight. She got there right at the end. She missed most of the performance, but you know what? She was there at the end. So that was a good moment. I think it was a very good choice to show an episode where Gwen was like, if you have showing the fans, like, if you have a problem with Gwen being a goody two shoes, look at what she goes through to be a goody two shoes. She goes through a lot. So yeah, I just really liked that. You know what? When I see the person who I've talked to about Ben 10 tomorrow, when I see him tomorrow, I'm going to tell him about this. I'm going to tell him about this episode. I mean, he probably remembers Ben 10 like the back of his hand, but I'm going to say, listen, you were talking about Gwen being a goody two shoes. I like this episode. I like this episode a lot. So let me get on with the ranking. Okay, do I like it better than episode 2? I do. Do I like it better than episode 5? I do. Do I like it better than episode 1? I do. Do I like it better than episode 4, which was the Jimmy Mind Control episode? You know what? Yes, I do. Do I like it better than episode 7, which was the La Cooper episode? I don't think so. So it takes, in terms of the 8 we've got so far, the ninth episode takes dead centre in the list. So it goes below episode 7 but above episode 4. So yeah, that's where it sits, and that's how I feel about this episode. I actually liked it. I think the whole music whilst we're showing a muted battle scene that lasted quite a while, to be fair. It was like a 3-minute battle scene. It lasted quite a while, and because of that stylistic choice of something we've never seen in Ben 10 before, I think that might have bumped it up a spot or two, because I really liked it. That's all we've got for this episode of Ben 10 React. Actually, I just want to throw something in there. Maybe a bit selfish. I don't want you to feel that way, but you probably would have already seen the Patreon plug that I'm now starting to put in my videos. But there is also I also have a Throne account now, which, if you don't know what Throne is, it's I feel awkward while doing this, but it's basically a spot where YouTube creators or content creators can basically put like their Amazon wish list to show off to people who may want to donate. I'm not asking you to do that. I just feel like I should tell you if anyone's ever had that idea. But yeah, if you go to Throne and you search up my channel name, hopefully you'll find it. You know what, I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video. But yeah, some of the items on that list are a bit selfish. Some are meant for improving the channel, some not so much. I just want them. But you know what? That's how it is. So yeah, that's all I've got for this Ben 10 reaction. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye!